And then, of course, Alex Song looks like he's on his way to Barcelona as well. What do you make of that?
Well, it just seems that Arsenal become a bit of a feeder club, but maybe Arsene Wenger knows what he's doing. Maybe he's wanted to change it all round again, and so.
You've played in Spain, of course. Do you think it's an adventure for any player to go over there and to go to somewhere like Barcelona, but so competitive to get into those sides as well?
Well, it is, but I mean that's the challenge of your career, isn't it? If you don't try, if you don't, they wouldn't have bought him if they didn't think he was a good player and that he was going to, be a player in their team for starters. I mean, they're going to be paying a fair few quid for him, so it's something like Barcelona. Not every day of the week they come in for you, and when I left Liverpool to go to Real Madrid, I mean, I didn't want to leave Liverpool. I love Liverpool, but Real Madrid, I mean, it was just something that you think to yourself, if I say no, if I don't go, then it might be something I'll regret for the rest of my career. I almost thought to myself, well, if I don't like it, I can always, come back, and I left on good terms with the people at Liverpool. And
so you were thinking you could come back to
Liverpool?
But
I thought to myself, I have got to try it. I mean, it's just the name Real Madrid. Even my best mate Jamie Carragher was saying, desperate for you to stay, and losing a friend and a roommate and everything, but he could totally sort of sympathise with the
reasoning.
But Zinedine Zidane, the real Ronaldo. I mean, players like that.
Well, that's what I mean. You always think it's it's going to work out great, and if it doesn't, then I'll still be able to come back, to Liverpool, where I always grew up and loved playing for, and but then, as you say, Zidane and Ronaldo and Raul and Figo and Roberto Carlos, all these players, you just thought, I've got to give this a go. I've got, as I say, not every day of the week you're going to get asked to play for Real Madrid.
But that one season, which you had a great run, didn't you? You got 7 in 7 games, and then you were sort of getting dropped, and you kind of think, what more did you need to do to get sort of constantly be on the starting sheet? But just the one season, part of you think, I should have maybe stayed another year and stuck it out, or.
In a way, yes. I had a great time there. I really enjoyed it. Played more games than I think people give me credit for, in a way. I think I started 18 games and came on as sub for 16. So I started more than I came on. Scored a lot of goals, but obviously people, pick up a paper. Oh, he's come on as sub and scored or something. It sticks in the mind. But I played my fair share out there. I was available for virtually every game and had a great time. Wife, child didn't really settle. I'd say that they don't look after their players as well as they do in England in terms of off the pitch, finding a new house, setting up a bank account, mundane things that your normal supporter wouldn't sort of think about, but going to a new country where you don't speak the language, you need everything to fall into place. And I was in a hotel.
But don't forget it was like that in the early days here as well,
Yeah, no, of course, yeah. But I think the English Premier League certainly caters for that a lot more now, especially with the influx of foreign players. So we were in a hotel for about 5 months and not really, or finding it hard to settle. But yeah, then part of you says, if I'd done another year, should have stayed out there. I was desperate to come back to the Premier League, and I think Madrid as well weren't that sad to let me go in many ways. They paid 8 million for me, and
Newcastle
came in at 16 million. I mean, they must have been rubbing their hands as well.